Welcome to the 2023 Heart of America Athletic Conference Baseball Media Day. I'm your host, Stephen Davis. Next up, we're joined by Culver-Stockton head baseball coach Brad Gorkas and Dax Fleury. Coach Dax, thanks for joining us. How you guys doing?
I'm doing well, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Coach, let's start with you. Introduce us to the guy next to you. Tell us about Dax and what he means to your program.
Yeah, so this is Dax Fleury. He's been here forever. He's a grad student, so this will be about his fifth year, sixth year with us. He's been here since I got the job. You know, when I first got here, he started as a first baseman. We pitched him a little bit, but now he's going to be at third base for us. So we're happy to have him. We're lucky that he's been here for that long.
Very cool. Dax, where are you from? What's your major and what brought you to Culver-Stockton?
I'm actually from about 20 miles down the road, Quincy, Illinois. My major, it was health science, and then I'm getting my master's currently right now. And then kind of what brought me to Culver was the aspect of being close to home. I've had multiple different family members come here, and it was a baseball program that I wanted to be a part of and felt like I could help out and contribute to for a few years. And it's turned into what seems like 10 years. So I'm excited that I got to stick around.
Dax, how excited are you that you finally get to get this season started, your senior season? Does it feel real at this point?
Yeah, it's a little weird sometimes thinking that it's going to be the last one. It's nice that we're starting this is probably 2 weeks earlier than we normally start. We start playing next Friday, which is nice. It kind of speeds things up because the winter can kind of drag on a little bit. So I'm excited to get going.
Absolutely. How's the preseason practices gone so far?
They're good. They're competitive. It's kind of fun when we can get outside and kind of see how the ball travels, kind of get a little competitive edge going and kind of get against each other. But even when we're inside, we're making it a competition and kind of seeing who can get the top spot that day.
Coach, how about you? How excited are you for this year's squad to see what they can do?
Yeah, we're excited. You know, like you said, we start next Friday. We got a really good group of older guys this year, and that's something we haven't really had in the past. And we got a good mix, though. We got some young guys that are going to travel with us, but we're excited. Practices have gone really well. They're competitive. They play really hard. So things are looking really good. I was telling Tyler earlier, it snowed yesterday, so we're inside today, and they're going to work out today inside, and hopefully it's a little competitive in here as well.
Yeah, I love the sound of the ping in the background there. Let's talk
I
about some
know
of those
that's right
guys.
outside our door.
Yeah, let's talk about some of those guys making those noises with the bats. Who are some guys you're excited to have back swinging it this year?
Yeah, so here Dax next to me is going to be our third baseman to start the season, and he's a guy that's, you know, in the past has hit the ball over the fence for us, so we're expecting him to do the same thing. Andrew Fay is back, and he's our leadoff hitter. He almost had a school record for triples last year, so we expect him to do the same thing. We got our catcher back in Colin Hall, who's a 10-homer guy that we expect to do big things again for us. We return a couple outfielders, so I think we're in pretty good shape when it comes to offense and what they're going to do. But like I said, those guys are going to be junior seniors that we expect to contribute for us.
How about on the mound? Who are some guys on your pitching staff you've got returning from last year?
Yeah, so we've got a pretty good group of, you know, new guys and older guys. Most of our older guys will come out of the pen for us. Stephen Stockwell's back. He's a left-handed reliever. In the past, we've used him a billion different ways, so he's going to have a role for us. Clay Street's back. And so, like I said, we've got most of our front end starters are going to be new transfers that we've got in this year that people haven't seen yet. So most of our returners are going to come out of the pen for us.
Very cool. How about newcomers you're excited about? A few guys stepped up and caught your eye so far?
Yeah, so Nicholas Goubert is going to be our number one arm. He's from Germany originally, went to Bay College. He's a really good player. He's gonna fill the strike zone up. You know, he's pitched for the German national team in the past. He's a really good player, so we're excited about him. Josh McFerrin is also a transfer that's going to probably start on day one for us. He's a guy that's going to fill the strike zone up at a high level. We got some new outfielders in Jackson Day and Jason Andujar that are really good, and they're going to help contribute for us. So we've got a really good group of transfers in here that I think are going to contribute right away.
All right, Dax, back to you. Let's get to it. You know, you're playing third base now, no more pitching. What's your walk-up song going to be this year?
You know, I haven't thought too far. I've gone a little bit old school the last couple years, but I think I might have to kind of get with some of the younger guys and see if they can give me something that's going to do me some good going up to the plate.
Okay. What are your plans for after baseball, after life ends at Culver-Stockton? What do you got some career aspirations going already?
I've been looking around in Quincy. I'm trying to stay a little bit local. It's where most of my family's at, and just growing up around here, I'd like to stay in the area. And I haven't thought too specific on anything yet, but I've got a couple different options, and my degrees kind of leave it wide open that I can kind of find something that can fit me in the future.
Very cool. All right, Dax. Campus there at Culver is called The Hill. For fans who haven't been to it, kind of describe the campus and the overall community.
The community is awesome. I mean, anytime you're at any sport event, I mean, you can kind of look around and there's people that have no ties to any student or athlete at the school. And they're just like, they just want to come watch the kids play. Like they kind of want to get to know you more outside of like baseball or softball or whatever the sport might be. You're going to have people that are rooting for you that you might never talk to, but they're going to know who you are and they're going to want you to succeed. And then the campus is, it's one that you want to come and see in person, because there's some views that even in this morning or in the evening, it's really awesome. You can see the river, everything. I mean, it's pretty awesome place to be.
Coach, back to you. You're an alum there of Culver-Stockton. What does the opportunity mean for you to be able to lead the baseball program at your alma mater?
It's really cool. You know, when I first took the job, it was a bit overwhelming, to be honest with you. The expectations are very high when you go back to your alma mater, and you know the alumni all of a sudden become your friends, right? And so we want to make sure that we start performing to the level of that standard. So when I took this job as an alumni, you know, it means a lot to me. I knew at some point I wanted this job. I just didn't know it was going to be my first head job, right? So once we got here, we just kind of hit the ground running and said, hey, we're going to change things around here. We're going to change our expectation level. We're going to change the guys that we got in our clubhouse. And so it means a lot to me. And it means more than just any other job for me personally.
All right, let's wrap things up for you, Coach. Then for fans who don't know Hart baseball well, how would you describe the competition level around the conference?
I think it's a top 5 league in the country. I really do. I think from top to bottom, you're going to see talent 1 through 9, and every guy out of the bullpen is going to be really, really good. I mean, there's not really many let ups every weekend. Every weekend's a tough one. You know, there's nobody on our schedule that we circle and say we should go win, right? We gotta show up every day and play hard-nosed baseball, because that's what we're going to get in return. They play hard, they slide hard. It's Midwest baseball at its finest. You know, they're going to be chippy and it's enjoyable. It's competitive and it's hard.
Very well said. Coach Gorkas, Dax, we appreciate you joining us today. Good luck this season.
Thanks,
Thank
Stephen.
you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.